the rings came along and the technology was perfected, and we were able to do Ted in a completely lifelike way.
Seth Macfarlane is an American actor, screenwriter, producer, film director, singer, and animator. He's the creator of the television series Family Guy and The Orville, and co-creator of the television series American Dad and The Cleveland Show. He also wrote, directed, and starred in the films Ted, its sequel Ted 2, and A Million Ways to Die in the West. Macfarlane's a graduate of the Rhode Island School of Design, where he studied animation. Recruited to Hollywood, he was an animator and writer for Hanna-Barbera for several television series, including Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, Dexter's Laboratory, and Larry and Steve. He made several guest appearances on television series such as Gilmore Girls, The War at Home, Star Trek Enterprise, and Flash Forward. In 2008, he created his own YouTube series titled Seth Macfarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy. He won several awards for his work on Family Guy, including 5 Primetime Emmy Awards and an Annie Award. In 2009, he won the Webby Award for Film and Video Person of the Year.
I've had personal conversations where I've said I think this is a massively irresponsible operation over there.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Seth Woodbury Macfarlane, but is also known as Seth Macfarlane. He was born October 26, 1973 in Kent, Connecticut, making him 48 at the time of this production. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. Seth Macfarlane has been passionate about animation since the tender age of 2, when he started tracing characters like Fred Flintstone and Woody Woodpecker. By the time he turned 9, he turned his hobby into a career by publishing a weekly comic strip called Walter Crouton for his local Kent, Connecticut newspaper. A lifelong bachelor, Seth has been romantically linked to a number of beautiful actresses. Seth Macfarlane met Halston Sage, who portrayed Lieutenant Alara Catan in the first 2 seasons of The Orville. Despite both Seth and Halston never directly addressing their relationship, they've been spotted on several dinner dates. Not only that, but the pair also involved in some sweet exchange on their Instagram accounts, mentioning and crediting each other on several posts. Seth also dated Amelia Clark from 2012 to 2013. During the time they dated, both Seth and Amelia remained close-lipped about their relationship. Only several pictures were captured by the paparazzi of them strolling around while embracing each other. However, they are no longer dating. Other than Sage and Amelia, Seth has an impressive list of beauties he's been rumored with. All of them are gorgeous, talented, and young.
Adventure films for science fiction films, and nobody's really used it yet for traditional character comedy.
Seth is a distant descendant of Mayflower passenger William Brewster. Seth developed an interest in illustration as a child thanks to cartoons like Woody Woodpecker and Fred Flintstone. Amazingly, Seth decided to pursue a career in animation when he was just 5 years old. At the age of 9, he published his first comic, Walter Crouton, which was published weekly in the Kent Good Times Dispatch. Seth earned $5 per week from the comic, his first paying gig. In high school, Seth began making short films using his parents' 8mm camera. He then went on to the Rhode Island School of Design, where he studied film, video, and animation. While at RISD, Seth had a classmate named Patrick Henry. At some point, Patrick introduced Seth to his brother, Mike Henry, an aspiring stand-up comedian, actor, who would later collaborate on several Macfarlane projects. Mike Henry would later voice the characters Cleveland Brown, Herbert, Consuela, and Bruce. In 2009, Mike co-created The Cleveland Show, which ran until 2013. But back to RISD. During his senior year, Seth created a film called The Life of Larry. His professor submitted the film to executives at Hanna-Barbera, who instantly offered Seth a job. Seth worked on a number of Hanna-Barbera projects. In 1996, he created an updated version of The Life of Larry called Larry and Steve, which featured a lovable, dumb, middle-aged character named Larry and his loyal, intelligent dog, Steve. Sound familiar? After seeing Larry and Steve, executives at Fox asked Seth to pitch them a show idea. Fox initially passed, but after the surprise success of their 1997 show King of the Hill, Seth was invited back to pitch again. This time around, Fox agreed to produce a pilot but offered Seth a scant $50,000 to use as his budget. At the time, most animated primetime shows had a per-episode budget of $1 million. Seth spent about 6 months creating what he would later admit was a crudely animated film. The pilot impressed Fox execs, who immediately ordered a full season. At 24 years old, Seth was the youngest executive producer in television. Family Guy debuted January 31st, 1999, immediately after Fox's broadcast of the Super Bowl. The show's debut was seen by 22 million people. The first season performed well enough to earn a second season. Unfortunately, during the second season, the show faced steep competition at the Thursday 9 p.m. time slot, and ratings subsequently tanked. Fox technically canceled the show in May 2000 after the second season, but after a last-minute reprieve, a third season was approved and returned in November 2001. The show continued to find good ratings and was officially canceled in the summer of 2002. Family Guy found a following when reruns began airing on Cartoon Network. It was actually the network's highest-rated show overall, boosting viewership more than 200%. In 2003, the show's first and second seasons were released on DVD, and astounding, for the time, 400,000 copies sold in the first week. Seasons 1 and 2 sold millions of copies and were the best-selling DVDs of 2003 and 2004. Today, the Season 1 and 2 set is the best-selling TV DVD in history, behind Chappelle's Show. Fox quickly uncanceled the show, bringing back a fourth season in May 2005. Over the next 15 years, Family Guy would air more than 300 new episodes over an additional 14 seasons. It's been syndicated globally in dozens of countries and languages. Between 2005 and 2008 alone, the show generated north of $1 billion in revenue, $400 million from syndication deals, $400 million from DVD sales, and $200 million in merchandise sales. To date, the show generated several billions in revenue from all income sources. As of this video, a single syndicated episode sells for $2 million. A single 30-second commercial on the new airing sells for $200,000. The show generates $500 million a year in ad revenue. More than 500 Family Guy-related toys and items have been licensed to major retailers, including Walmart and Target, generating $100 million a year in revenue. Seth is also the creator, executive producer of American Dad, which premiered in 2005 and is still going strong to this day. He co-created The Cleveland Show, which ran from 2009 to 2013. He's also written, directed, and produced several films, including 2012's Ted, which grossed over $500 million, 2015's Ted 2, which grossed just under $200 million, and 2014's A Million Ways to Die in the West. In 2016, he created the live-action Fox series The Orville. He's also released 5 musical albums and performs regularly as a big band act.
And love, and in that sense, again, it's a story that could be played out with 3 human characters.
Between 2005 and 2008, Macfarlane was paid $2 million per year by Fox for his show-running duties. In 2009, he negotiated a 5-year, $100 million deal to run his animation empire. It was the largest and priciest contract in television history up to that point, and neither of those salary figures include DVD or merchandise rights, which are estimated to earn Seth upwards of $20 million additionally every year. As Macfarlane, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, and Matt Groening prove, there's a ton of money in the animation business. Seth's net worth is estimated to be $300 million. Seth's primary home since 2008 has been a large mansion in Beverly Hills that he scooped up for $13.5 million. Besides this property, in 2019 he spent $15.7 million on a home in Malibu. Cars you'll find in his garage include a DeLorean, and a black convertible Maserati.